Hey guys, my computer's turning on because I just got home from school. So yeah, today's story is a bit of a weird one. It's not the one that I did for school because that one's coming up later in the Mondays. I don't know when it's coming up, but it's coming up. But anyway, without further ado, let's get right down into the story. And then my Flipen Story. Because I flipped someone off in this story. But yeah, this is like this is one of my many mistakes. And I just think, okay, this is okay, let me just start from this is another summer with Seth. Okay, at first I thought Seth was like, okay, so every single year I always hung out with someone a lot, or saw someone a lot. And I think it was a couple summers ago, it was Kate, and then it was Seth, and then it was Lucas, and then I was hoping it would be Libby, but then Libby kind of graduated. And then it's always been Seth or Lucas or Lars. But anyway, this summer was, I think I was 13. And when Seth still had his old house. See, I don't know when that was. But, so me and Seth were just playing outside because we had nothing else better to do because I don't think he had his Xbox at this time. Yeah, no, he didn't have his Xbox anywhere around the time that I went to his house at these times. So we had nothing better to do except play basketball. And then I also learned that, I mean, I didn't learn, he taught me. He taught me how to flip people off. He didn't tell me what it meant or anything, but, we were just being stupid little kids. We were just being stupid 12-year-olds or teenagers. I don't know when this was. Probably not when I was 12 or 13. I don't really know. But I just remember that there was this black truck go by. I flip it off, and then it pulls over to the side of the road. And at first, I'm like, oh snap, we gotta get the hell out of here. But before we went into the place that we always hung out, the guy was like, come here now. Are your parents home? I was like, this isn't my house, it's his. And he was like, are your parents home? And he was like, yeah. And Seth said, yeah, and then he was like, I had two kids in the back seat. And I was like, oh, okay, dude, I don't know you. Oh, dude, okay, so what was going through my mind was like, dude, I don't know you, stay away from me. I don't want to ever see you again. I'm probably never going to see you again after this moment. And then this was all going on with Seth. I wasn't saying anything, but I was just sitting there awkwardly, waiting for Seth to come outside with his father. And he was telling me all this stuff like, oh, I had two kids in the back seat. You know, you're not in trouble. I just want to tell you, do you know what that means and why you do it? And I was like, dude, first off, stranger danger. Second off, sorry. And third of all, no. Wait. Yeah, well, first and second one, or first and third one are the same. But anyway, Seth and Uncle Eddie come out, which is my uncle's name. They come out. Uncle Eddie tells me and him to go into the room, and then the two adults talk for a bit. I don't remember for how long, but it felt like a fucking century. And then he comes in, and he tells us to sit down. We were messing around in the room. We were like, oh crap, we're dead, we're killed, I'm not going to be able to see you ever again. But then he just comes in and is like my aunt, which tells long stories. Or tells us long things. And I didn't know what to do. We all sat down. And he was like, and we were talking, and he was like, The middle finger is kind of like all the curse words and ever. And so, So I was thinking, like, if people got in an argument, someone could just flip them off and be like, "Oh, bish, bish, BISSH. Don't demonetize me, YouTube. Bish, you wanna go?" And then they would fight. That's what was going on through my mind. So, and then I never flipped anyone off again because of that. I use it on my games all the time, but that's not... The people aren't going to be seeing that. Except my mom, if she walks by my door at the time. And also, she tells me to calm down when she's just in the other room. So yeah, that was my story. My flipping story. The story that I flip off as a total stranger and then makes me have the consequence of possibly teaching other little kids that. And so Seth, you're kind of like a bad influence. I mean, I'm also a bad influence because I chose to run away from my cousin. But that's a different story for another time. Adios. That's not my outro. Alrighty guys, hope you guys like this video. If you guys did, please leave a big like down below. And if you guys haven't already, please subscribe. Computer's on. It's probably been on for the whole length of this video. But yeah, peace.